Oh, hello and good morning. It's Tuesday. So, I got done sitting on the toilet and I sat too long and my legs are a bit fuzzy. Woo! Anyway, itch. I'm getting back to my normal, regular stuff here on YouTube, and then I'm gonna try and do some different things on my Patreon. I haven't posted much of anything on Instagram, or TikTok. I'm gonna try and be more active, but I don't know what I'm doing on those platforms. Instagram, TikTok, the ones I'm most active on are this one, YouTube, and Patreon. So, we'll see. I've changed a little bit of the content that I put up on Patreon. Maybe. I'll do that. Eventually, it will evolve. Anyway, let me get on to work here and I'll talk to you later.
Later.
It's raining. I was going to go for a walk, but it's raining. So I won't be going for a walk. Did I feed the tortoise? No, he's out here waiting on me. I forgot. I didn't forget. I didn't take my first break. It's very busy on the phone, so I skipped it. And that's usually when he gets his breakfast, food, lunch, dinner, whatever. Hi, Herbie. But see, here he is out here. You waiting on your food, Herbinator? Okay, Herbie Derby. Okay, let me get it. There he goes. He's gonna eat his food. Come on, eat your greens. Just gonna crawl on it. Hello? There we go. There we go. That's what you want to do. All right, so I need protein. Let's have some eggs. Oh, all right. Hello. Again. I started dishes. I started making my breakfast / lunch. It's not even dinner. It's not even lunch. It's 1:32 in the afternoon. I'm late to lunch because I got stuck on a call. The other department that processes forms for, cancellation, whatever, said that we needed a certain signature, a notary signature. This person, who is a notary, apparently, says you don't need a notary signature on this. So I'm like, okay, well, it says here we need a notary signature. I'm just going by what I'm told from the other department, right? So they ask for a supervisor. I'm like, all right, hold on. We can get a supervisor on the line or whatever. So I'm on hold with the supervisor line, waiting for someone to answer. And then someone actually messages in the chat, like, oh, we don't need it. We don't need a signature for this because the original contract was e-signed or AccuSign or something like that. Like, okay. Well, it says it here. She's like, well, I'm just messaging them. So then I was able to get back on the call. And because of that, I was late to lunch. So the processing department needs to be educated, which my supervisor just did. So it's just I'm trying to break up these veggies they're frozen together. I'm making the omelet kind of thing. We need to, hoping that I can get this here. Put in a sprinkling of vegetables. Sprinkling of vegetables, yeah. Should put cheese on it. I think I will. I like to use this little pan, the little like saucepan, you know, it's like this big, to make my individual breakfast meals because it's just kind of like for me. It's for me. So make my little individual breakfast meals. I need some honey. Oh no. There must have been some moisture getting in there. See how it's crystallizing? That's what happens with honey. When it starts to get old and crystallizes. Alright. So anyways, I like to use this little breakfast. Where's the spatula? Because it's small, and when I take it out of the pan, whoop, some cheese fell out. Come here, cheese. It comes right out of the pan because I use it very often. And then it looks like this. Isn't that cute? Look at my stuff sliding around. Not entirely cooked firm, but that's okay. It's cooked enough. All right, so that's that. My cheese falling off. Yeah, so I got my little cheese, and I wish I had bacon bits. That would be really good on this. So my veggies, eggs, cheese. I eat this. I gotta eat more protein. I need more protein in my diet. Yep. A little salt and pepper. Good to go. I'll talk to you later.
2,000 years later.
I like bubble wrap. Specifically, this kind of bubble wrap. Right. Whew. Did you see that? Do it again. I'm making tacos. Hello and good evening. It is Tuesday, which means tacos and Vanderpump Rules. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Wrong pipe. So like I said, tacos and Vanderpump Rules. So we had a big storm last week, so we were cut off with what we were watching. So we're watching, it's like part 2 reunion. There's 3 parts. Part 3 will be on tonight. So we'll be watching that drama. Anyways, I'll talk to you later. Up next is a 12-minute conversation of me talking about relationships and trying to give what I think is good advice. Okay, hello, good evening. I'm making lunch for tomorrow. Not just my lunch, but also Russ's lunch. I'm not sure what I'm going to put on the bread yet, but right now I want to cut up this watermelon, and we're going to put them in little containers. This one, I need a different container. Alright, I just wanted to chat a little bit. Not of anything important, I just had, some thoughts. Russ and I were watching Um, well, we watched some Vanderpump, and you know, there's not really anything. I want to talk about getting over relationships. Like you're in a relationship. You've known someone for like 10 years. It's a long time to know somebody, you know. So it's heartbreaking when they do something, especially if you end up being in a like romantic relationship, you know. It's heartbreaking to just be like, well, now what do I do with my life, you know? And you thought that person was somebody who turned out to not be who you thought they were, right? So it's like, now what do I do? So when you're like healing from that, you know, it's very difficult. I don't know what I'm doing with this watermelon. It's not cutting the way I want it to cut, but it's doing its job, I guess. Anyway, so how do you heal from trauma? Somebody is not who you thought they were. So when they go, you knew me, did you though? Did you really know them is the question. We don't know, because what they did, they said they would never do, but then they did what they did. They really hurt you. So it's like, where do you go from there? It's not really, you know, how do you heal from that trauma, from that process? I love watermelon. I think that relationships, all kinds of relationships, you have a friendship that you were really good friends with somebody, and they do something so what seems out of character, you're just like, I don't think I know this person, you know. You just don't know what to do. You know, I should get a melon baller. So you're thinking about, you know, the life that you had together, and then you start to wonder, based on the new characteristic they're showing you, you're wondering, is this person really who I thought they were? It's hard to say. I was just talking and I wasn't recording. What I need is butter. Butter knife. Yeah, so I'm trying to make this makeshift sandwich called a Garibaldi. The sandwich was made, it's an Italian sandwich, I think. And I don't know if it's an Italian, I don't know. Because the first time I had it was at a bar, which was not an Italian bar. Some guy named John, who is not Italian. Anyways, that's too much butter. There we go. Yeah, so what I believe it has is hard salami, pepperoni, and a third meat, and then some kind of yellow and white cheese. So I'm gonna go with Colby Jack. So I've got hard salami, I've got prosciutto, and I've got pepperoni, and then I have Colby Jack. Yeah. So I think that's what goes on the sandwich. And when we made the sandwich at the bar, it was actually toasted. But I'm not doing all that for lunches. They'll end up being soggy. Alright, so just put you over there for now. Then we've got someone have a sandwich, and then he'll have his watermelon on the side. Oh yeah. So here's the hard salami. Let's show you. Do you know that movie? grumpier old men or grumpy old men. I can't remember which one does it in the bloopers. The old guy is like, I would like to show her my hard salami and make all kinds of dirty jokes, but it's fine because he's an old dude. You know, or you could be like Paul Rudd in what was that movie now? He was in Wanderlust. Wanderlust is hilarious. Sometimes, you know, sometimes hard salami smells like farts. I mean, it just does. That was a really thin piece, that one. We're gonna, oh look, here's another really thin piece. We'll just put 2 slices there. That's good. Yeah. I like hard salami. Don't be a pervert. That's not what I meant. Yes. So, anyway, so I'm talking about relationships. When you are, it takes time. So if you are in a long relationship, when I say long, I don't mean like 1 or 2 years. I mean like 5 plus. 5 years is pretty long. I think like 5 plus. And you end up getting separated. You weren't ever married, but you were living together. You owned a house or something together, maybe. You lived, and all your stuff is commingled within those 5 years. You have to then separate not just yourself, but all of your stuff with, you know, with all of that. Then you have to remember, you end up like going through all that stuff. You're like, well, I got this because of so and so. This is, look, I like prosciutto, but this is just not, it's not mingling together correctly. Anyways, I gotten it. All right, so I'm not really sure how to answer the question of how do you move on from a relationship like that you had been in for so long. I don't know. I think you just kind of have to try to be, excuse me, with yourself. If it were like a partner relationship, you just gotta be with yourself and figure out what it is you want. In a lot of relationships, people will do things for the other person with little to no regard for themselves. And in a good relationship, you need to care for yourself also. It's not about you being there just for the other person. That's going to eat you up. You got to be able to be there for yourself. They should be there for you also, but I'm just saying that, you know, it should really be it's a partnership. You should be in it together and being able to do the things commingling, you know. And if it turns out that your path is not together, then you guys need to figure that out and be happy with for that other person's journey that they choose to be on. And here I am talking about doing things together, and now I am the only one making lunches. Why? Because look, I just enjoy it. I forgot to put the cheese on the sandwich. I do. I enjoy making the food for someone, knowing that that person is going to enjoy what I have created for them. Forgot to put the cheese on the sandwich. You gotta have the cheese. You just do. Yeah. I'm not sure if it's Colby Jack that's on that cheese, on that sandwich, but that's what's going on this sandwich. There we go. Just one slice will do ya. One slice will do ya. Yep. Paper, little papers on the cheese. All right. There you go. Well, let's make sure. So, yep, that's good. Just making sure I didn't forget to take the plastic paper off the other one. Right, well, anyways, we're gonna head to bed. And tomorrow is Tuesday, which is why I'm making tomorrow's Wednesday, which is why I'm making lunches, so that we can all have lunch, or so I can have lunch, you know. I have lunch. Anyways, I hope you had a great day today, or having a great night. I hope that if you are in a relationship that has to end, that you understand that you're ending it for yourself and not for them. That you are ending the relationship because you need to work on yourself. If you are ending it for them, it's because you have realized that you are two different people now, and your thoughts are not the same, and you cannot commingle together anymore, which is fine. It's okay. There are people that grow apart. Okay, so there's my sandwich and my watermelon. That's the sandwich and watermelon. I have an extra bag. I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Toodles.